What would life be like without movies, right? With exciting new updates on the upcoming craziness of Garfield, looks like we might also, after all, be ready to witness the cray-cray world of Despicable Me again. Here's everything you need to stay on top of. Long overdue, Madame Web is making her grand entrance. And honestly, this isn't your spider sense tingling, so ignore the typical suspects. In case you didn't hear, production on a film based on Madame Web began in 2019, and it is now all set to premiere in theaters on February 14th, 2024. Yep, Valentine's Day. But we're not talking about chocolates and flowers this time. Directed by S.J. Clarkson, the trailer dropped on November 15th, 2023, giving us a sneak peek into the psychic world of Madame Web, played by Dakota Johnson. The storyline? In any case, the plot revolves around Madame Web's backstory, which involves psychic powers and a rival called Ezekiel Sims. With his dire warning about what those girls become, he's clearly on a mission to prevent major conflict in the multiverse. As for the star-studded roster, the list includes Dakota Johnson, Sydney Sweeney, Celeste O'Connor, Isabella Merced, Mike Epps, Adam Scott, and Zosia Mamet. Isn't it all already super interesting? This time, forget about romantic comedies. We're going on a date with Spider-Woman and psychic webs. Of course, it's not your ordinary love story, but cliches don't matter when you're about to go on a thrilling web-slinging adventure with none other than Dakota Johnson herself. As for you sci-fi fans, get ready for a double dose of Zack Snyder's magic on Netflix. Really soon, we've got Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire, dropping on December 22nd, 2023. Yeah, you heard it right, a pre-Christmas treat. The story for this upcoming installment features Korra, a ferocious former leader of the Imperial League who's on a mission to combat the corrupt Mother World. Sofia Boutella, also known as the Atomic Blonde, steps into the spotlight. And guess what? She is putting together a group of warriors who will save the universe from itself. Of course, that's not all. After only 4 months, you will be able to anticipate Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scargiver. How's that for a double treat? The cast? Well, to say the least, it's stacked. Alongside Charlie Hunnam, Jaimin Hansu, Cary Elwes, Corey Stoll, Mikhail Hausman, Jenna Malone, and Korean star Doona Bae, Sofia Boutella will be playing the role of Korra, while Ed Skrein plays the evil Belisarius. Not to forget, in the trailer that's made available, a dangerous enemy poses a threat to everything, but Korra has a story to tell about her salvation. It is a clash between the peaceful farming crew and the forces of chaos, and Admiral Atticus Noble, played by Ed Skrein, is the one who leads the fight. To that end, mark your calendars, everyone. An adventure that spans the galaxy, a revolt, and possibly even a dash of Christmas magic are the gifts that Zack Snyder brought us during this holiday season to celebrate. It's going to be a binge-worthy experience, so make sure you buckle up for Rebel Moon. Incoming is another incredible installment that will completely change the course of events. You see, this time there are more than just dragons that Millie Bobby Brown is going to battle in Damsel. This is not your conventional story about a damsel in distress. Elodie, the role played by Brown, is not the one who is waiting for a knight. Not at all. She is the one who is beating over the dragon. Imagine this. Elodie's all set to marry Prince Henry. But surprise, she's thrown into a dragon pit as a sacrificial offering. Now that's one wedding twist we didn't see coming. Among the many surprises, Elodie will have to fight her way out of this situation with pressure from her dad and take matters into her own hands. Who needs a knight, right? Originally slated for October 2023, Damsel has shifted to 2024, and with a rumored $60 to $70 million budget, you can bet it's gonna be worth the watch. Guess what's finally happening? Garfield, the cat who we all love the most and who is obsessed with lasagna, is going to be appearing in a brand new animated film. And don't forget to bring your lasagna with you, since this is not just any adventure, it's an adventure that takes place outside this time. So here's what's gonna happen. The voice of Garfield, the indoor cat that despises Mondays, provided by none other than Chris Pratt, will reunite with his long-lost father during this family reunion. But here's the twist. They are not coming together to discuss lasagna recipes. Instead, they are taking part in a daring heist with Odie, Garfield's sidekick. And if that has forced your heart to smile with excitement, here's what we know about the cast so far. Leading the voice cast is Chris Pratt as the iconic Garfield, and joining the animated party are stars like Nicholas Hoult, Ving Rhames, Cecily Strong, and Bowen Yang. Oh, and Harvey Guillen is bringing Odie to life. Can you imagine the canine chaos? So mark your calendars on the 24th of May, 2024, since that is the date when the Garfield movie will be released in theaters. And no, it won't be a Monday. When it comes to our all-time favorite yellow friends, it's really a no-brainer. There is a lot of talent behind Despicable Me 4, which is currently in the process of being developed. It is Mike White, the brilliant individual who was responsible for The White Lotus, and who is now in charge of this one too. As of right now, we do not have the official rundown on the narrative, but here's the scoop. We know that Minions: The Rise of Gru was a prequel, and as a result, we are all curious about the next step that Gru and the rest of the crew will take. The last time we saw them, in Despicable Me 3, Gru's twin brother Drew assumed control of the Minions, and it appears that this is where the new adventure begins. So you might want to hold on to those banana peels and prepare yourself for some hijinks that will save the world against a villainous character in the iconic style of Despicable Me. In terms of the cast, we have the usual suspects coming back, including Steve Carell, Kristen Wiig, Miranda Cosgrove, and the rest of the crew. Additionally, there is a possibility that a few surprises are in store for you. Of course, with these Minions, you never know what to expect. So here's a date for your calendar. Despicable Me 4 drops on July 3rd, 2024. Get ready for more laughs, more gadgets, and of course, more Minions mischief. In other news, Disney's cooking up a prequel, as we all know it, Mufasa: The Lion King. Yeah, the one that made over $1 billion worldwide. Mixed reviews, but hey, money talks. Currently, it is still a little bit unclear what will happen in Mufasa: The Lion King. Initially pitched as a sequel with time jumps between past and present, it might be pulling inspiration from The Lion King: A Tale of Two Brothers. Basically, this time around, the story might dig deep into younger Mufasa and Scar, and Kelvin Harrison Jr.'s character Taka could be a nod to Scar's original name before he went all villainous. For now, the overall plot is being kept a mystery, so let's just wait this one out. And although the trailer has not yet been released to all of us, those who were fortunate enough to attend the 2022 D23 Expo were able to get an early view. Make a note of the new release date, which is the 20th of December in 2024. Disney had us waiting a bit longer, but hey, it's The Lion King. Worth the wait, right? It's delayed for God knows how long. Originally set for March 29, 2024, the release got tangled in a web of uncertainties. That's right, the previously impending strikes by the WGA and SAG-AFTRA caused Sony to remove it from their calendar in July 2023. Now we're in the waiting game for a new release date. Currently, the plot of Across the Spider-Verse is shaping up to be very insane, as you may have noticed from the finale. It is a jumble of universes, as Miles gets himself entangled with the Spider Society, battles his Prowler counterpart, and is rescued by Gwen and her squad. Of course, Spot is becoming a nightmare for multiple dimensions, and Miguel O'Hara is attempting to maintain order. But what exactly will be happening? Well, Spidey's secret vault still has that. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, the dream team of Kemp Powers, Justin K. Thompson, and Joaquim Dos Santos are back in action. Speaking of the actors, Shameik Moore's Miles Morales is getting back into the swing of things, but with Across the Spider-Verse ending on a cliffhanger, you can expect a return from the whole Spider-Verse cast. Bottom line, we are in the dark about the release date, and there's nothing we can do about it right now. That's all for today's video, guys. Make sure to stay put and stay close for more updates on your upcoming favorite releases. For now, drop your expectations in the comments below.